Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at an online jewelry store, Claire Jewelry. That's jewelryclaire.com.
Right.
And it paints this really um, evocative picture. You know, it presents itself as this chic boutique selling off the last pieces from a designer, Claire, who's supposedly retiring.
Yeah, handcrafted, elegant pieces. It's all very appealing. Taps into that desire to support, like, a small independent artist.
Exactly. But the question we're digging into is, does that story actually hold water? Or is it maybe just, clever marketing?
Well, that narrative is precisely what we need to unpack because what we found suggests it might be more of a bait and switch. It uses that story to kind of distract you.
Distract from what, though? Like the basics?
Yeah, from doing the usual checks, the technical stuff.
Okay, let's start there then. If the story's the lure, what are the hard facts telling us about the actual setup?
So first off, there are some pretty big technical red flags. Scam Advisor, which is a pretty reliable site for checking website trustworthiness.
Yeah, I know it.
It gives Claire Jewelry an extremely low trust score. And here's the kicker. The website itself is super new, registered just 3 months ago.
Well, only 3 months.
Yeah. And on top of that, whoever owns it has hidden their details. Completely private registration.
That definitely feels off. Why is that specific combination new site, hidden owners, such a worry?
Well, it often points to what you might call a churn and burn setup, you know?
You mean they pop up, sell fast, and then vanish?
Exactly. Create a site, maybe run some ads, sell as much as possible quickly, take the money, and then just disappear before all the complaints and chargebacks really pile up.
Right, and then they just start over with a new name.
Pretty much. We actually saw some hints of that pattern, too. Found traces of similar-looking sites, even Trustpilot pages that had a bunch of bad reviews before they vanished.
Okay, so the technical side is definitely shaky. But what about the experience people are actually having? The product itself?
Yeah. That's where the whole romantic Claire narrative really starts to fall apart. There are about 100 reviews for the store.
Yes. Good. Bad.
Overwhelmingly bad. Most are just 1 star out of 5. It's pretty stark, actually.
1 star. Ouch. So what's the main complaint? What are people getting instead of these, elegant, handcrafted pieces?
Well, the consistent feedback is that the items received look absolutely nothing like the photos online. People are calling them cheap costume jewelry, mass-produced knockoffs, definitely not silver or real gemstones like advertised.
So basically junk.
Seems like it, yeah. And that whole story about Claire, the retiring designer,
Let me guess.
it looks totally fake.
Yeah.
Reviewers pointed out pretty quickly that the photos supposedly showing her studio, they're just stock images you can find all over the web.
Oh, come on. Using stock photos for the artisan studio. That's bold. Okay, so you get this cheap stuff instead of what you ordered. What about returns? Can you even send it back?
Well, that's another major hurdle. People describe the return process as almost impossible. Customer support is apparently non-responsive.
Makes sense, if they plan to disappear anyway.
Right. And here's the real catch, buried somewhere in their terms. It says returns have to be shipped back to an address in China.
China. But they don't mention that up front.
Nope, not before you buy. And of course, the cost of shipping something back to China often costs more than the item itself is even worth, so nobody bothers.
Right. It's designed to stop you from even trying.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull this together. What's the bottom line for someone maybe tempted by these beautiful pictures?
The synthesis really is that carefully crafted brand story. It's mostly a facade. It's hiding a pretty disposable short-term business model. You might get something delivered, yes, but it's almost certainly not what was advertised. It's mass-produced, low-quality stuff.
So the takeaway is, be careful.
Extremely careful. Honestly, given the low trust score, the hidden details, the terrible reviews, the best advice is probably just to avoid it. Steer clear.
But if someone really wants to risk it on a site like this,
Well, if you absolutely feel you must, definitely use a payment method with strong buyer protection, like PayPal, or maybe a credit card, will back you up on disputes. And just keep your expectations incredibly low, like rock bottom.
yeah, good advice. It really does make you think, though, doesn't it? In this whole world of online shopping, how much should we really trust a beautiful story, this romantic branding?
Compared to, verifiable facts and what other actual customers are saying.
Exactly. Something to keep in mind next time you see that final collection
Yeah.
from a mysterious artisan online.